Hello everyone. Today we'll discuss the importance of package in Java. So before going to the subject, we should know what is the meaning of package is all about and why package is actually required in programming language. Okay. So normally whenever you are keeping your files in your computer, you are creating some folders. Okay. You are keeping some directory or that you are telling that this is a folder. Okay. So package is nothing but it's a folder or directory in your system. Okay. Now for example, suppose you are keeping a directory in the name of movies. Okay. So directly you can copy all your movie files here, or one more idea you can do, you can divide the movies folder into number of subdirectories. Like suppose you are providing Bolly here, Holly here. Okay, so that means any movies related to Bollywood you will copy here. Any movies related to Hollywood you will copy here. And if you want any movies suppose randomly from Tollywood, then you can copy inside the movies folder directly. Okay, so the motto of telling of this example is whenever you are creating a folder or directory, you can keep files directly inside the folder, or you can create subdirectories inside the main directory, and then you can keep the related files into the subdirectory. Okay, so whenever I will tell you what is present inside Bollywood folder, now all files related to Bollywood movies are available here, or any image of any actor actress related to Bollywood is available inside my Bollywood directory, and same thing is happening for Hollywood. Okay, so if you relate the same concept in Java, now package is nothing but it's a folder which will we keep multiple files inside the same folder. Okay, now you can check what is package is all about. Now package is nothing but it's an encapsulation of group of classes, interfaces and sub packages. Okay, now why this is required? Suppose one movie file name as A. Okay, so if I'll keep everything inside the movies folder, first time I'm copying A, there is no problem. Suppose another movie with the same name A is coming, or I have given the name A and copying in the same directory, it will ask to replace the previous one. Okay, so that means the name conflict problem will arise. Okay, so to avoid name confusion, what I have done, inside the movies folder I have created two subdirectories. Okay, folder 1, folder 2. First time I am copying A, I'll keep in folder 1. Second time I want to copy A, I'll copy in folder 2. So now everything is over. No problem or name conflict problem will not arise. So that means this package will help you to avoid name collision or name conflict. Clear? If you want, you can lock any folder. If you don't want that anyone should not access my folder number 1, I will put a lock on it. Okay, so that means I am having control in accessing and locating the files to get security through package. Okay, next one, suppose any file B is available in folder 2 which is required in folder 1 while writing the program of d.java. Okay, now that B program, instead of writing once again, I can include in my program. So it provides reusability of code also through package. Okay, so this is what the overall idea of package and why actually we are requiring the concept of package in our program. Okay, now basically there are two different types of packages are available in Java. One is your user defined, one is your built-in, or that is known as a predefined. Okay, so user defined means the user creates, we the user will create the package. So any name I can provide. It's an example my package, you can give any name as per your requirement. Okay, but built-in package the names cannot be changed. Till now whatever the programs you have written, we are using the built-in package java.util.star. Okay, so this util.star we are using because we are using the scanner class in our program. But if required, can you change the name? No, we cannot change the name of the package. But whatever the user defined package name we are providing, that you can change as per our requirement. Okay, so if we'll discuss the concept of built-in package, you can understand the hierarchy of writing of the package. Okay, now check, Java is the package, the main package in Java language. Under that, number of subdirectories are there or sub package is there. Like you are writing util, so util is the sub package. Okay, till now we are writing what? Import java dot util dot star. Okay, so you can understand what is Java is all about. The Java is the main package. Under that main package, util is the sub package, and star means the classes present inside the util package. Okay, this is what the meaning of importing one package in your program. Till now we have written without understanding, but whenever you are studying package concept, now you are getting the meaning why you are writing this particular statement. Okay, so the first one is the main package, second one is the sub package, and the last one is the class which is present inside the sub package. Okay, similarly lang package is also available, which is the default package included in your Java program, because you are writing integer, you are using system class, you are using all kinds of data types, so everything is present inside the java.lang package. Clear? But instead of including lang package again and again in JDK, it is available by default. Okay, so this is the default package which is included in Java. Okay, now any file related program if you write, so you'll read the content of file, you'll write the content of the file. For that, IO package is available under Java package. Okay, and within IO package, file reader, file writer classes are present, which is related to your Java or related to your file. Okay, so through like this, number of predefined sub packages are available or built-in packages are available in Java, where every package is a collection of related classes. Clear? Every package is a collection of related classes categorized into different sub packages available inside the main package Java. Okay, so you can get an overall idea like why you are using util in your program or importing util in your program by using Java keyword. Okay, so similarly multiple number of built-in packages are available in Java. But through this video, our most important objective is how to create user-defined package. Okay, so while writing the program, how to create user-defined package. Okay, so for that, the most important word or the keyword you can say, you are using package. Okay, so package is the keyword that you have to write down first in your program, along with what you want to give the package name or the directory name. Whatever the name we will provide, inside the name, the dot class file of this particular program will be available. Okay, so whenever you are writing any simple, this is a simple program, one class, main method, and a print statement. Okay, after compilation of this particular file, whatever the dot class file will be created, suppose package demo dot class will be generated, so that dot class file will be present inside the folder one or package provided. Clear? So its compilation and execution process is bit different than the regular programs. So let's see through the example how to create a user defined package and how to compile and execute it. Okay, so I'm writing class A. Inside that, system dot out dot println my first package program. Okay, package folder 1. Okay, so one class is here, class A, package folder 1, but you have to write down within the main method. Done. So let's save the file. Now inside this particular folder, let's create one more folder, package program. Okay. Now the folder is completely empty. I am saving the file. Okay. Now let's compile it. Go to the command prompt. If I am writing like this, so compilation will be done. Okay. But could not load the main class. But till now it is working. Why it is not working right now? Okay. Let's check. So package program folder is available here. Inside that, a.java we have saved and a.class is also generated here. Clear? But what actually we are defining? We are writing inside the program to keep the .class file inside folder 1. Okay. Now I am deleting this .class file and again compiling for creating the folder. Okay. So remember the syntax is -d, then space dot, okay, then a.java. Okay. So after compilation, let's see. You can see from here also. See, one folder 1 is created. Okay. So previously it was empty. Right now folder 1 is automatically created. Okay. That is what the package is created. And inside the package, the .class file is generated. Clear? Okay. So due to the writing of or using of package keyword, you are specifying that in the this particular name, you create a folder inside the folder I am writing program, and the .class file which will be generated after the compilation needs to be stored inside the folder. Okay. So any files or multiple programs I am writing, all the .class file related to a particular subject, if I want to keep inside a single folder, I will mention the package keyword and I will mention the folder name. Okay. So everything will come to that particular folder and encapsulated within the same folder. Okay. Now this is how you will compile it. Now for execution, Java. Now where it is present, folder 1 dot a. Okay, because the .class file is present inside the package folder 1. So you have to use the package name to get the output. Clear? Okay. So my first package program. Simple. Okay. So if you will compile, you have to write Java C, then you have to provide space, then -d, then space dot, then the file name. Okay. So what do you mean by -d here? -d means the destination folder. Okay, where to keep the .class file, and dot means the current folder where you are present currently. Okay, -d is the destination folder where to keep the .class file, and dot means the current folder where you are present. Okay, accordingly the path will be set up and the dot class file will be transferred to that particular package where you are creating. Similarly, while executing, you have to, because you are present in a different folder, you have to specify the path where the dot class file or the bytecode is present to the JVM. So you are using the package name folder one dot the package demo or the file name or the class name. Okay, then only the execution can be done. Clear? Okay, so now we'll see how to access the class or file from another package, because now you are dealing with a single package. Okay, folder one. So we'll see number of things here. Suppose a class is keeping a method void so. Okay, so one a class I have defined. Inside that the show method is available, and both it is available inside the folder one. Clear? I am creating another class, class B. I am using folder one again. Okay, so that means I want the dot class file of B should be present inside the same package where the dot class file of A is present. Okay, I want to access the show method of A class inside B class. This is what our objective. Okay, so as per our discussion of class and object, if I want to call the method of any class, okay, if I want to call the method of any class, then I have to create the object of that class. Okay, so create the object of A class. Done. Okay, then ob dot show. Okay, suppose I am not using this package. First of all, let's check without implementing the same package. Okay, what is the problem? So first I am compiling the A file, then I am compiling B file. Now see, cannot access A. Why? Because A is not visible to inside B. Okay, A is not visible inside B. Where A is present in folder one, B is present not present inside folder one. So how B can access? Okay, so for that I have to write package folder one. Clear? Okay. Done. Java folder one dot B. See, A class method I'm getting. Okay. Spelling is wrong here. Doesn't matter. But we got to know how to access the A class method. Okay. So if you are present inside or your bytecodes are present inside the same package, clear? No import statement is required. Okay. Only you need to write down the package name. So the B dot class, A dot class, both will be present inside folder one. Let's check. A dot Java, B dot Java is present inside package program folder, but inside folder one, both the dot class files are available. Okay. Now coming to one more example. So there must be maximum two relations between two classes. Okay. If there are two classes, suppose class 1 and class 2. Either 2 will inherit a 1 or it will not inherit. Clear? So now we have seen if 2 is not inheriting, then how it will access the method of 1. Now we'll see if 2 will inherit a or inherit 1, then how to access the properties of base class. Okay, so that means inside the same package, I am defining another class C, which is inheriting the properties of A. Okay, I want to access the properties of A class, but as per inheritance concept, you will create the object of child class, and as A and C both are available inside the same package, I can call the methods of A class inside C class. Clear? Understood? A is present inside folder 1 package. C is also present inside folder 1 package. Okay. C is inheriting the properties of A. Done. Let's check. Compiling A, compiling C. After compilation, let's check the folder first of all. C.java is present here. C.class is present inside the package folder 1. Okay. Now let's see the output. Java folder 1 dot C. A class method. Okay. So we have seen two examples that if a class A is present inside package folder 1, B is present inside the same package, wants to access the data of A class, then only you need to create the object of the destination class and you can call that one. Similarly, if a class is present inside the same package and inheriting the class A, okay, or the base class, then you can call the show method by using the object of that particular class. Clear? Okay. Now we'll see one more example. Now we have discussed everything inside the package. Now we'll discuss for outside package. So I'm writing another package name folder 2. Okay. So you will be surprised that why I'm giving small letter for package name. But remember, there is a naming convention in Java that for providing class name, you have to write down capital letter. But whenever you are providing or writing the package name, it should be in small letter so that it can be uniquely distinguished between the package name and class name. Okay, you have seen that any scanner class, suppose you're writing S is capital, but whenever you're writing util package, U is small. So that is what the naming convention in Java, and you have to obey the rule. If you're not obeying, then no error will be thrown, but it will be good if you're following the principle of Java. Okay, so suppose one class D is present within package folder 2, another package. Okay, inside that you want to access the properties of A class. Okay, so simple rule is here, folder 1 A is present, folder 2 D is present. So my idea is I want to access the properties of A class, which is available in package folder 1 inside class D, which is available in different package. Clear? This is how what our requirement today. Okay. So inside class D, as per the concept of what package or class and object, I'll create the object of A class because D is not inheriting A, and I am calling ob dot so. Okay, so I'll save D here. Now let's compile and execute. A compiled successfully. D, wow, cannot find symbol A. Why? Because you have to use import statement. Clear? So import folder 1 dot star. Clear? So that means if I'm importing folder 1 dot star, all the classes of folder 1 will be included in my class D. Okay, let's check. Compiled A. No, the same error is coming, cannot find symbol A. Even if I am including A, still the error is coming. Why? Because this is the feature of package that it provides control access. Okay, you have kept your file in folder 1. Even if I am including folder 1 here, still I am not getting the access. Okay, so I'm using a keyword here, public. Clear? Okay, I'm using a keyword public, like I have used public for main because JVM is accessing outside the class. Similarly, now class D is accessing a class outside the class or outside the package. Okay, so it needs to be visible. For visibility, I am writing public here. Okay, now let's check. Still okay. First of all, we'll compile A, then D. Now check, the same error is not coming. Okay, now here cannot find symbol, but here I am finding the symbol A. But what is the error? So is not public in A. That means you have to make so as public, then only I can access that one. Otherwise I cannot access so also. A is available. Okay, I am accessible to you. It doesn't mean all the members of my home are also by default accessible. If they you want to access them also, I have to declare public individually. Okay, compiled. Now I don't have any problem. Okay, but first of all, let's check whether folder 2 is created. Okay, in child folder 2 d dot class is also present. Understood package? So we have not created, automatically the package is being created. Folder 2 dot d. See, a class method I can access. Done. So as per our discussion, there must be two relationship maximum. Either D class will inherit A or D class will not inherit A. So this is the example we have seen, that if D class is not inheriting A. Okay. If D class will inherit A. So let's write down one more example. Okay. So obviously E is a class which is whose dot class file will be present inside package folder 2. I am accessing A which is present in folder 1. Okay. Now as for inheritance concept, I'll create the object of the child class. compiled A. Done. Let's check. Inside folder 2, e dot class is generated. Java folder 2 dot e a class method. Okay. So we have seen through different examples that how to access the files inside the same package. Okay. And inside the same package, if you are inheriting or if you are not inheriting. Second one, outside the package, how to access the files of another package. Okay. Whether you are inheriting or you are not inheriting. Okay. But here, instead of writing star, what will happen if I write A? Okay. Whether it will work. See, what is my requirement? Only A. So instead of writing dot star, because inside folder 1, there are 3 classes are available. We can check folder 1, A, B, C, 3 dot class files are available. Okay. If I am writing dot star, all the 3 classes are being loaded into my program, which will make the program much more heavier. So what is my requirement? Only A class. So let me write only A. Okay. So A, then D, working. Working. Okay. So there is a simple difference between dot star and dot class name. Dot star means you are loading all the class files present inside a specific package into your program. But if you don't need all the class files, then you can write down dot class name only. So only that class will be loaded inside your program. Okay. Now there is another way also there. Suppose I don't want to use import statement. Clear? So what I'll write, wherever I'm writing A, I'm writing folder 1 dot A, folder 1 dot A. Okay. Let's see whether it's working or not. See, I'm not writing import statement. Both are present inside package program. Okay. D is also present, A is also present. Okay. I am specifying the entire path where A is present. Okay. This is known as a fully qualified path. Fully qualified path means where the dot class file is present, I am providing the entire path from the current folder where I am present. Okay. So you have to see. A compiled. D is also compiled. And I'm getting the output. Okay. So there are 3 strategies. Either you have to use dot star, or you have to use the dot class name, or you can use fully qualified name. Okay. So let's see what is the concept behind all these 3 concepts. Okay. So you are accessing class from another package. So there are 3 different approaches are there. If you are using inside the same package, import statement is not required. But if you are accessing the files outside the package, import statement is required. Okay. So in first concept, you can write import the package name dot star, where you are writing all the classes interfaces of this package will be accessible. If you're writing dot star, everything will be accessible to you. Okay. And the input keyword is used to make the classes and interfaces of another package accessible to the current package. Done. Now, if you are writing the dot class name, then only the declared class of this package will be accessible. Okay. Execution of program will be faster because only that class you are loading into your program. You are not loading the entire classes. Okay. And the last one, using fully qualified name, the import statement is not required. First of all, only declared class of this package will be accessible, for which you are providing the entire fully qualified path. That particular class will be accessible. or that table. Okay, but you have to use every time while accessing the class or inheritance. Done. Okay, so this is what about the basics of package. Thank you everyone.